This is the patch that I used. It says fast dry 4 hours, but I'm guessing more like 2 days. There's 23 pounds of it. I used 2 buckets of this. I bought it at Home Depot. I think it was about $15 a bucket. You can see the black patching material I used for all the cracks. The roots of those 2 trees went underneath it and reared up. I had to go around the edge and chisel down and cut all the limbs off, or the roots I should say, that were growing underneath there. And then I patched all the cracks. I did the roots quite a while ago. I wanted to make sure I got them all. I think actually some of the roots I did last year. I used a sawzall with a long blade, just went along about 6 inches deep around the edge there. First I moved the dirt, took any of those roots, and then I cut them off. I'm about ready to blacktop it. Should say seal it. This was one of the first cracks that appeared. It reared way up, and then once I cut the root over here at the edge, once I cut the root off, I think 2 years ago, it settled back down, but then it opened up. It was about 1/4 inch wide. All around these trees was the worst spot. Then at the end of this little turnaround I had them make me, it was crushing. I was driving over the top of it. It was crushing the end of it. It was all cracked also. So while I had it dug out looking for roots, I went ahead and dug it a little bit deeper. I put a couple of landscape timbers in there, drilled holes, drove some 2 foot steel posts, six of them actually, and then I cemented between the blacktop and the cement and the post. It's about cured now. They're calling for rain, so I'm not going to go ahead and start today. It's Friday. I was planning on doing it tomorrow, but probably Monday before I get to it. This is the filler sealer I'm going to use. The directions say that it'll cover between 250 and 350 square feet. I'm guessing the average is 300. I got 14 buckets of it. Actually, I got this at Costco. That's all they had was 14 buckets. I was wanting 15, but all they had was 14 at the time. It was about $10 a bucket, which I don't know if that's your normal price or not, but I thought it was a pretty good deal. You can see I got a lot of work ahead of me next week. This is what happens when you get a 3 days of solid rain after you put on your, right after you put on your sealer. I put this on, the storm moved right up from the south, caught me. If I'd have been 50 miles north, I'd have got no rain. This stuff hung on for about an hour of rain, and then all of a sudden it just turned into liquid and started washing off. I'm surprised there's anything left. As you can see, if I get up in under where there's no sun, it was the first that I put on, but it came off. The sun must be what cures this, because it took almost all of it. So I'm getting ready to do this again. The mosquitoes are terrible. Been on about some of it 24 hours now. Supposed to give it 2 days before you drive on it. It's still a little soft, but you can walk on it now without leaving tracks. Put it on with a brush.